हुने गरेछ जस्तो छ।
निस्किनु पर्यो रे।
He probably has other shit to do.
अफ गरेर तर डिस्कनेक्ट नगरी
ए भिडियो अफ नगरी भने
होइन भिडियो चाहिँ अफ थम्बनेल मात्र राख्ने गरी के डिस्कनेक्ट चाहिँ नगरी
आउँछ आउँछ के अरे मेरो लास्टमै आउनु पर्ने हो वान इज फर चेक इट अगेन लास्टमै आउँछ ए ठिक छ त्यसो भए ल
All I hope is it doesn't disconnect and reconnect, man. That's
ल म आउँछु है त अहिले
lucky. Somebody else check the audio.
check the audio
I'll see the live video. Don't see the live video.
What is this supposed to be? Okay, one?
Togepi, bro.
Oh, that's what I said.
Togepi.
What is this supposed to be? Okay, one?
Yeah, the audio is working.
Come with us.
The loud time.
You can turn it off. Yeah, you can turn it off.
कसैको लाउड साउन्ड आएन नि
आज त छैन looks good
मैं बोल्दै बोल्दै
च्याफे नगरेको ठिक छ
That was all.
सबै ठिकै छ
That was all live, just so you know. Yeah, man. You guys made his sister call him asking why he's called Jappy.
Texted me.
oh shit
Yeah, Sanjay
Yeah.
already called him Jappy multiple times.
होइन
Yeah.
तेरो बहिनीले सुन्यो
On live.
Yeah. And his sister asked him why they call him Jappy.
My bad. I don't think I did. Hold on. You sure it was me? I tried
I
not
think
to
it was
call,
you.
but-
Like, bunch of times.
I mean, there are no viewers for the stream, so we should be fine.
Yeah.
just call him Jap
Call him Jappy, yeah.
Yeah, we should be fine, but we can start right now. Welcome to a brand new episode of Honey Badgers Football Podcast. Almost a full panel. Sarlo's going to be joining us later, but we got Ayush, Sarthak, Sanjay, Mr. Pack, Deepak here. How you doing, boys?
doing good
All right.
Doing good, they're good.
Alright. Was it a great weekend of football? Okay weekend of football? I'm not sure. A lot of controversial weekend of football, definitely. But I guess some are a lot happier than others, right, Sanjay?
extremely happy.
Alright, so let's jump right into it. I got a couple of news headlines from last week or so. So the big one, of course, Cristiano Ronaldo makes his move back to the Premier League, joins Man City. Oh wait, no, Man United. Probably the craziest transfer in already a crazy transfer window. It looked like he had joined City. It looked like the United fans were ready to murder him. There were some shirts that were burned down. United fans were finally accepting Messi as the GOAT. And then, I guess, something happened overnight and United joined. Ronaldo makes a U-turn. Cristiano Ronaldo back in Man United. We'll get onto that later on, but, you know, great news, I guess, for the Premier League in general, because that's a massive name, massive superstar just coming down. So that's always a plus. Talking about massive superstar, Real Madrid Mbappe, looks like that's steaming up. PSG, I think, have rejected 2 bids already. The last one, somewhere around 150 million. Real Madrid.
180 right
Real Madrid definitely went back with 180. I don't know if PSG have rejected that of yet or not, but the negotiations are going on. It looks like next couple days, this could maybe be the top story, or it might just end up going to January window. We don't know yet, but we'll watch out for the next 2 couple days before the deadline. Leonel Messi makes his PSG debut, comes from the bench in 66 minutes or so. And apparently 10 million people watched it on TV, making it the most watched game in Friends League. So, big names expected. I mean, nothing unusual. People want to watch Messi, so I guess they will end up watching even Farmers League for that.
Jesus.
Moving on to Man City. Man City revealing David Silva and Vincent Kompany's statue in front of their stadium. Rival fans been making fun of it, saying it looks like a Wayne Rooney and Kenny Dalglish statue. But I guess if they were going to make statue, Kompany and David Silva would probably be their two most what do you say, qualified candidate for the recent time. I guess because Aguero hasn't quite retired yet, so they're not putting his out. And I don't know why Yaya Toure is not there, but Kompany and David Silva probably played longer for them, so makes sense. And sticking with Man City, we found out that Benjamin Mendy has been charged with rape and sexual assault. City has suspended, but there's been rumors going on that he had been arrested in the past multiple times, and City continued to play him. So I don't know if what's gonna happen with that, if the league's gonna take any kind of action against them. We'll just have to wait and watch. But as of right now, he has been suspended. So yeah, those are basically the top. We'll get onto the Champions League later on, but those are some of the top headlines that made out on recent weeks. Anything that stands out to you guys? Besides
I
the
wouldn't
Ronaldo
call it.
one, we'll talk the Ronaldo one.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it charged. I think it's just allegations. He did get arrested,
Mhm.
but he's not been charged yet.
I mean, there's, I think, enough war going on saying that, because he's been arrested apparently multiple times in the past. So I don't know what's going
Yeah,
on
true.
there.
Like there are enough people coming out and
Yeah,
calling him out on it that it's pretty damning.
Yeah. And he came out. I think he played recently in the Community Shield, so it's not even that long ago. So City must have known something, or I don't know. Like that's something. It's too controversial. I don't want to get too much into it, but it's out there. So what do you guys think? Anything stands out from the news out there to you guys? Besides, I guess, Mendy.
Messi with that 10 million viewers. That's a record. I mean, I expected a lot of people will tune into it, but 10 million for a Friends League, that's a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think everyone's gonna be all 10 million are gonna watch every game, but it's
No,
his
but
debut game, and they didn't get to see him for 60 something minute anyway, so it just depends how many of those viewers come back and watch it again. But yeah, 66 minute he came in, didn't score. I think Mbappe got both the goals, but yeah, Lionel Messi's debut is something. I mean, Ronaldo joining United, that got 1 million likes in an hour. So it just tells the stature of what these two players mean.
Yeah.
Yep. And they what is it? United made a post on Instagram where they announced Cristiano Ronaldo, and I think it's the most like post ever with like 12 point something million. And another fact, before Ronaldo joined United's followers for Instagram was 43 million. It's 46 now. Currently, imagine what it's gonna go to when they actually like officially announce it.
I mean, do you even want them bandwagoner fans though? Because they're
I
not.
mean, like it will. I think it will help us like off the fence, even if it's like some bandwagon fans, right? If it helps us in like shirt like sales and stuff, like it can only help the club grow economically. So I don't mind it.
The only person who's helping out are the Glazers, and you guys are against the Glazers, so it's a loss.
Yeah, I don't know. There's just ex-United fans coming back, right?
No, they were on loan. They were on loan, so they're coming back home.
I think talking about Instagram, I think Ronaldo has more followers in his Instagram than all the Premier League clubs combined.
He has more followers than anyone in the world, so he's the most followed person in the world.
Well, all the Premier League clubs combined, he has more.
Yeah.
Still a lot. That's a lot of pool power.
Guy
It's
gets
good
like
for the league.
how much million per post? So yeah, he has a lot.
Yeah, no. So the Man United stock
So, yeah,
exchange, like basically his stock price went up 215 million the minute he joined. Yeah,
it went up by 8% or something.
yeah, it was 215 million.
Yeah,
In
man.
total,
Just a couple
like,
of months ago,
yeah.
United fans wanting Glazers out. Now all of a sudden, Glazers are gonna be very happy and never gonna leave.
Yeah.
I think Gary
Let's
Neville was
see
asked
about
that
that.
question. Gary Neville was asked that question, and he had no answer, basically.
Yeah, and if they keep bringing good players, then they probably don't want him to leave anyway, right?
Nah, United's always made big signings. I think their problem with their owner is completely different than signings, but the signings definitely do not help their agenda of getting rid of the owners. It's not like Arsenal board. Like even with their spending, their players are not delivering, so they can go against the board. How do you sign Ronaldo and be like, all right, you guys get out of my club? That just becomes a lot difficult.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, and I heard Wolves got Renato Sanchez, so they might end up getting who's that guy in Wolves?
Ruben Neves.
Neves. Yeah.
I mean, I doubt
Yeah, I
that
think-
they're spending anymore.
Yeah, I think like we're done in the market. As much as I
Because
would like
Ronaldo
to
was not
consider him.
part of their plan.
Yep.
They just went for him because they didn't want him to go to City, and he was available, I guess. So that takes a chunk of your budget out. Like I don't know how much they're paying him on ways, but it's definitely gonna take some of your budget out.
Yeah, but
I don't know
unless
if
he
it's true,
plays,
but I saw somewhere around 400K per week.
Yeah, it's more than that. It's more than
more
that.
than that?
But he actually took a wage cut. But and the transfer we paid for him was around like 15 million, and then around 5 million add-on. But like Safak was saying, I think it was Ayush who brought it up. Our stocks went up by like almost like 9%. So like and with also the start deals to go on, I think they will like easily recoup those money.
Yeah, I mean it's a 2 years contract anyway, and I don't think he's gonna stay. Like he's gonna be 38 by the end of this contract. He'll probably not end up staying after that. But yeah, it brings a lot of financial success in terms of that, and also he's a player that that comes with a mentality that's probably good for the youngsters around to have that man in the dressing room. Champions League
Exactly,
draw
we need that
happened.
winning mentality.
Champions League draw happened, and oh, by the way, Chelsea were dominant in the awards, I guess. So Mendy won keeper of the year, Kante midfielder of the year, and Jorginho was the player of the year. Haaland being the striker and Ruben Diaz being the defender. I never understood this. Like Kante is the midfielder of the year, but Jorginho is the player of the year. How does that work? Like when you have two midfielders, shouldn't he also be the midfielder of the year then when he's the player of the year?
I guess it's because he won like the Euro and he played more games in the UEFA competitions and went farther in both of them.
Yeah, but
Then
they're
Kante
saying
did.
that Jorginho was the best player. But he plays in midfield, but they're also saying Kante was the best
He's not the best midfielder.
But he
Yeah,
was
he
also
was the best
nominated
player, but
for
not
the
a
midfield.
midfielder.
How does that work
Yeah.
out?
they're just trying to spread out the trophies.
It's like I never get it. Like when one person's nominated for 2 awards, and then they give it to 2 different people. Like, so you're saying he's the best player, but not the best in the position he plays. UEFA and then their weird antics, man. But I'm gonna say like they do all this weird stuff, but they did great with honoring the medical team and the Danish national team with whatever happened with Christian Eriksen. So that was nice to watch, I guess, because you don't really see medical team and people like doctors and all those being honored and stuff in functions like this. So that was something good. I don't know if they did it for publicity or something, but that was still a good thing to do.
Yeah.
Did you guys watch the function or anything?
No, I did not.
Not really. Yeah.
It was the most frustrating thing to watch, man. Because when you watch the Champions League draw, you want to watch the draw, but they could not have made that thing longer. Like I was like, just get to the draw.
Yeah.
But
Did they just make it an award show basically?
Oh,
Like a
it's an
Hollywood type of award show?
Yep. It's like, all right, let's get to award, and then there's a weird montage, and then there's another speech. I'm like, yo, draw, man, where's the draw? And then when finally the draw happens, we get the possibly worst group possible. But some of the key odds, like City did not get an easy group. I was surprised. They straight up got PSG in their group, so that's gonna be an interesting class. Guardiola versus Messi.
It's just first and second.
Yeah, but Leipzig is not a pushover either, and because they could, but I guess Bayern have basically robbed everything from them. So I don't know what they're gonna be this year, but that's still a little tough group. Group B: Porto, Liverpool, Atletico, and AC Milan. So that's
It's a
I
group
mean,
of champions.
oh, it's a group of death, but not really, because when you look at it, it's the name value that's strong. Atletico, I think, are Atletico and Liverpool, I think, are the same level. AC Milan haven't been in Europe in God knows how long, so I don't know how they're gonna perform. Porto is basically always there, but they never really do much. So there's big
No, Porto
names.
was good last year.
Yeah,
Porto
but
was good last year.
I mean they're good, but it's like you don't expect them to beat top of that group. Like it could happen, but they're not expected to. So it's like the name value I think outweighs the quality in that group, and that's why I think it's being looked at group of, because when people look at AC Milan, they think 8 times champion, but AC Milan haven't been that good in like years. So, but the money wise, like AC Milan versus Liverpool, I think that's gonna attract a lot of viewers. So
Yeah, based on that 07 and 09. I mean 05 and 07
yeah.
finals.
Chelsea are
Still
in the
gonna
group
be-
with Juventus. I guess before Ronaldo leaving, there would have been something, but now I don't know how much Juventus are, because I don't think they have replaced anyone with Ronaldo for Ronaldo.
Now, bro, I'm
Yeah.
just looking forward to smacking an old lady. All right, that's all I care about.
Yeah, you do look like you would love it.
All right, go on, Seth. That was it.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Juventus wasn't really good last season either, even with Ronaldo. So
Yeah, they qualified in last minute, so just have to see how they come back, since Inter aren't all that great either. Who are also, I think they were with Real Madrid last year as well, and they're with Real Madrid again this year. So what are the odds? Like, of all chance you get put in the same group with 13 times champion, but Real Madrid, Inter Milan, and Madrid, I think, are probably the weakest they have been, because they have struggled and they've got a new manager, and they don't have any marquee player in their team. If Mbappe does end up going there, he becomes that. But I think Madrid are very beatable.
I think they're doing some signings lately. They signed a midfielder today.
Camavinga is off
Yeah,
to
this
Madrid,
Camavinga.
so that's a good signing. But he's an 18-year-old, so it's a great prospect, but he's not gonna be changing nothing. That's gonna be a good replacement for Modric. He's with like 45 something right now.
But there's a team called Sheriff.
Yeah, is that the
The
Chelsea
hell?
group?
No, it's it's Group D.
Yeah. So, Bayern Barca. That Barcelona could not be having a worse luck, man. It's like your best players left. You're basically bankrupt, and the last thing you needed was to meet the ghost of Christmas past. That reminder of the, what was it, 6-1, 7-1. So,
17.
Oh, Bayern.
so
Bayern, oh my
Barca's
God.
gonna happen. Not once, twice.
Twice.
So
Yeah.
as soon as I was like, all right, who's Barcelona gonna get? And then when it happened, Bayern, I was like, oh my god, I just felt sorry for them. And United are
Bayern
playing.
also
Yeah, go ahead. I mean, Bayern
Bayern also has like Nagelsmann, who I'm
Yeah.
expecting.
Yeah.
and
well,
Lewandowski is 33, still banging hat tricks and stuff. So doesn't look like. I think he just scored his 300 goal for Bayern Munich. So,
Jesus Christ. Yeah,
Oh.
that's gonna be a bad
monster.
showing. All right, yeah.